Good morning. And here we are again. And I wanted to walk and talk with you as I walk past these beautiful trees. And the subjects that I choose to talk to you about on these random short little videos is inspired to me by what I have read on my morning emails or conversations I've already had with people before I start to do this. And today's was kind of interesting. It's about assumptions. How often we get caught in that trap of assuming we know, assuming someone's doing something or not doing something, and creating a whole story around it that can even upset us a lot. And then we find out later that they had a genuine reason or excuses, and we go, oh, and life goes on and everything's good again. So the interesting story this morning was exactly that. Getting so upset, somebody got so upset about something that somebody wasn't doing, wasn't responding, wasn't getting back to them, that they had a bad day, and a really, really bad day, of course. Couldn't sleep, lots of anxiety, lots of fear. And of course, it was all projected onto this person who was or wasn't doing something and didn't communicate. And then finally got around to communicating and found out that the person, didn't charge their phone. So they weren't answering, not because they didn't want to, but because they couldn't. And yet, the ironicness of it is this other person was really, really stressed out about it and had, of course, the mind had gone crazy about all the assumptions of how bad this person was and that they were the worst person ever on the planet and the relationship had to end and all that sort of stuff. But I'm laughing at it because how easy it is to do that. How common is it in your life? How the one assumption turns into this massive story. And the massive story is usually ends up by us running away or breaking up with someone, or we're never going to talk to that person ever again. And if we act on it to the point of, our own position, or we do run away, or we do break up, or we do be really nasty back or something, the reasoning why are not valid. And then it's like when you actually finally talk to the person, you go, oh, your phone wasn't charged? That's why you didn't answer me? I mean, honestly, that is like, we operate so fast. I've sent you an email, I've sent you 10 texts, I've sent you 5 voice messages for 2 days and you haven't answered me. Like, what the hell? Oh, you must be the most horrible person in the whole wide world, and there's no way I want you in my life. You are out of my life. I'm protecting my peace. You are so gone. I am done with you. And then the person goes, oh, I didn't, first I had it turned off one day, and then so it was on silence, and then it wasn't charged. I forgot to take it with me when I went to the shops. Or whatever, it's like the final reason is like so innocent, and yet the story created from the other person is so violent. It's like the end of the earth, it's the end of the world, it's everything's about to blow up, but it's your head, it's your crazy thinking. And I'm laughing because we all do this all the time. We all assume, we take something so personal and we get so upset about it, and then the other person goes, what the hell are you talking about? Gosh, we are so crazy. The world's so crazy. And that's the importance of not taking things personal, of slowing down a little bit, having some room for reason, having some room to just take a breath, let it be okay if 2 or 3 days passes, and then talk like human beings to each other with love. And then you go, oh, you lost your phone? Oh, you went to town. Oh, you went on a trip. You were in a plane for a day. That's why you didn't answer my email like instantly. like we don't know what everyone's doing every second of their life. So it's just that this world is so fast now, right? It's like if people don't answer messages instantly or within 24 hours, well, then something's wrong. They're so irresponsible because I need to know now. And I know for myself, I actually operate very fast too, and I work with a lot of communications. And if I don't get some of my responses like within a day or two, it's almost like I forget the project I'm doing. So I almost expect or need the things back straight away so that I can move on, complete that project and move on to the next one when I'm talking about work here. But when it comes to personal stuff, you got to give people the chance to sleep in, to go shopping, to have gone for a walk in the woods, to be on a holiday, and they just don't want to be on their phone. What's that called? Digital detoxing? It's like, slow down, everyone. It's okay. Take a chill pill. Treat everybody like they actually are trying to do good and that they aren't actually out to get you. They're on your side. Oh, it's awesome, isn't it? Because it's so bizarre how wild we are in our head, the stories we create, all of us. I'm laughing because I see it in myself too. And then we project it all over someone else and assume that they're just doing something so bad. What's that saying? Making a mountain out of a molehill or a hurricane in a teacup. And if we keep remembering that it's just a little hurricane in a teacup, or don't make a mountain out of a molehill, then it's just not a big deal. Like, honestly, is it really a big deal at the end of the day? Like, slow down, pause, let it be filled with love. Let that space be filled with love instead of attacking your world and attacking the people around you because they didn't respond quickly. And then assuming the worst, the absolute worst. Where were you? You didn't answer me. I need to know now. And the other person's going, what's wrong with you? You're crazy. It's a very funny world, isn't it? So, my little video is laugh at yourself. Don't take things personal. Slow down. Love everybody because perhaps they're doing the best they can. Perhaps they have a life and really good excuses why they haven't got back to you. And even one last thing, even in those text messages, our interpretation of what's being said. How many times, oh, I thought you were angry. Oh, like we put the energy into it. We believe we know how it's being said, and so we interpret it wrongly through this imagined emotion. Oh, but you were really blunt then. No, I was just quickly answering you. There's nothing blunt about it. Oh, you were being really mean. You just said blah, 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 and didn't say goodbye. Well, I was trying to type fast because I was in the middle of a conversation. Like there's so many assumptions. How many times are your assumptions wrong? And if you get to see that, then you get to laugh at it because you realize how much we're making up all this stuff. Crazy, huh? I think it's awesome. Write your comments below if you like these videos, if you enjoy a little bit of walking and talking consciousness with Jaya, like I'm pulling it away, so you can see this view, these beautiful trees. And I will see you in the next video. Ciao.